Today's case is about a 16-year-old girl who was brutally killed in a possible human trafficking. The young girl's lifeless body was left on the side of the road with multiple gunshot wounds. Tioni had a very traumatic childhood and was very likely to suffer from mental health. The 16-year-old was blamed for her death as many looked past her troubled past. In this story, we will discuss events that led to Tioni's tragic passing. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Tioni's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Compton. Compton is a city located in Los Angeles County, California. Compton has a population of around 96,000 residents. Compton is known for its rich cultural history, particularly its association with hip-hop music and its influential role in the development of the genre. It has also faced challenges related to crime and socioeconomic disparities, but efforts have been made to revitalize the community and address these issues. Additionally, Compton is notable for being the birthplace of several well-known musicians and athletes.
She just left. So I picked her up, she was crying, I kissed her, gave her a hug. I didn't know it was gonna be the last kiss. But I felt good telling her I love her.
Now to another top story, the murder of Tioni Theus. Her father speaking out, remembering his 16-year-old daughter, whose body was found on the side of a freeway off-ramp in South LA. It's been 2 weeks since Theus was killed, and the questions surrounding her death are mounting.
Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez is live in Inglewood. And Christina, what an interview with that father today.
You know, and her father is a very well-known longtime shop owner here in Inglewood, which is, as far as we know, the last place where she was seen alive by a family member.
Tioni Theus was born on the 18th of July, 2005. Tioni was born in California. People who knew her described her as a lively young woman who was a ball of joy who made everyone around her laugh. She was very nice and lively. She was really outgoing and pleasant. They added that she never stopped smiling, even while she was crying. Before she passed away, Tioni's life appeared to be going fairly well. She was a straight-A student, enjoyed dancing, golf, and other sports, but despite how typical her life appeared to be, she was exposed to a traumatic event at a young age when she lost her brother to gun violence when she was just 10 years old. However, 3 years after her brother's passing, her family would experience another tragedy. Tioni was visiting her cousin in 2019 while her mother was away at an event, and they soon realized she didn't have a house key. They called her mother to arrange a meeting place where they could pick up Tioni's key, allowing them to enter their house even if her mother wasn't there. When they arrived at the occasion to see Tioni's mother, what they witnessed would permanently alter Tioni's life. Teresa, her mother, was found lifeless in the street after being struck by a car. The aunt wasn't sure who it was at first, but Tioni realized right away that she was staring at her mother. Tioni knew it was her mother even though she couldn't see her face because of the purse and the shoes. Everything for the 16-year-old was altered at that precise instant. Although Teresa wasn't dead, her wounds were very severe. Teresa was sent to a long-term care rehab center after spending some time in the hospital. She sustained a brain damage, which left her permanently changed. Tioni was forced to move in with her grandparents at this point. After spending some time with her grandparents, both of them were unwell and were later diagnosed with cancer. As a result, they were unable to care for her, and she started residing with other family members. Tioni moved around with various relatives when her grandparents passed away until she finally settled in Los Angeles with her father. The 16-year-old moved from being a straight-A student to skipping class and sneaking out at night not long after moving in with her father. He also said that she would flee whenever he denied her of anything. Tioni's father claims that shortly after moving in with him, she started acting out. The 16-year-old moved from being a model student to skipping class and sneaking out at night. Due to his employment, his father spent the most of his time away from home. During this time, Tioni used social media to talk about how lonely she was and how much she needed other people. On January 7, 2022, Tioni went to her father's workplace to tell him she was going to a party. Her father was doubtful and begged her not to go, but she went anyway. She vanished that evening, thus neither it is known if she attended the party nor if she did not. Neither is it known with whom she departed. They didn't give it much thought at the time because they were accustomed to Tioni's fleeing until the next day, January 8, 2022. Police got complaints regarding an individual who lay unconscious by the side of the road at 8 a.m. Authorities would find a teenager named Tioni Theus's body when they got to the scene. The 16-year-old was found by the police dead with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. The cops had no leads when they found the body. She appeared to have been abandoned on the side of the road, and the crime scene was located inside of an unidentified car. When the police began their investigation, they questioned friends and relatives, but no one had any leads. When the authorities began looking into her death a few days later, they found out she was leading 2 lives. Information about her performing sex work and meeting older men online started to circulate. As a 16-year-old is still a minor, this was against the law. When a minor engages in sex work, they are typically being trafficked. An adult introduces them to that lifestyle.
A vigil tonight for 16-year-old Tioni Theus. The young girl from South Los Angeles was found dead Saturday night alongside the 110 freeway. LAPD Chief Michael Moore pleading with the public for answers.
We know that she lives in South Los Angeles. She has people who loved her, people who cared for her, but we also know that there's those that took her life. And we're asking the public to step forward.
The chief speaking with family and friends at the vigil tonight. Police say Theus was brutally murdered. Her body dropped on the on-ramp of the 110 freeway on Manchester near Figueroa Saturday. Her cousin speaking with me tonight describes Theus as a happy, energetic girl with an infectious smile and bright future. She tells me the family has no idea who would want to hurt her.
But then in my mind, for her to be with somebody or let somebody get that close in her space, it was somebody that she felt comfortable with. But this is just me assuming and trying to figure it out. I don't know. Like, we are devastated and heartbroken. I can't wrap my mind around somebody wanting to hurt this child.
When this knowledge became known to the public, reactions were divided. Some sympathized with her, while others accused her of causing her own demise. There are still no leads 1 year and a few months after Tioni's passing. Please let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.